trying the middle here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, report.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Obviously, you've got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Powers past him, taking it right down Broadway. Dobbins, touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
54. 24. 39, 39. Line up.
Watson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Quick throw completed by Watson. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Oh, some strong running. And now off to the races down the right side. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hey, check that, street. Hey.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A little juke, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 46 yards. And the Browns have come back to make it a 2-point game.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fighting through at the 25. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 37 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Isabella now from his end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. From the end zone, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to press go the quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Isabella now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 51 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry up. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10.
31.
Off of play action, it's Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Watson going to change the look here. From the gun on third, Watson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rolling to his left. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes second down. To throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
54! Alert!
Watson to throw. That is caught. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll take this one out to about the 13. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They'll come up, 1st and 10 here. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.